Hello friends, this is video 06 for Public Administration Paper 2, and let's start Revenue Administration from Arthashastra. So there is a particular term Kosha which means treasury, as well as Dand means army. So Arthashastra Kautilya says that Kosha is more important than Dand, because if you don't have treasury, if you don't have money, you won't be able to pay salary to your employees, that is your army, and then they will be discontented. So Kosh is the most important part, that is revenue administration is the most important part of any organization. Then the revenue administration was divided into two parts, Vyay Sharir and Aay Sharir. Vyay Sharir means expenditure accounting under different heads, and say for example palace expenditure, armory expenditure, etc. And then setting of state storehouses. Why these storehouses were made? Because sometimes people are paying, most of the taxation was in kind, that is their farm produce and everything, so storehouses were needed to store those farm produce. And also income classification under 7 heads like city, country, mines, trade routes, cattle herds, forest and irrigation work. So all the income classification was done that time also, like right now that income tax has been taken from different things, or corporation tax and all those things. Okay, then Arthashastra tells about principal vocations. There are 3 types: agriculture, cattle rearing and trade. So these are the main vocations. Okay, this is a very important term, Samahatra. Samahatra is the main minister. He is like home minister. So he used to prepare the budget, that is he kept detailed records of agricultural holdings, types of fields and crops. So this is like home ministry, every record of land records is under them. Then strict vigilance on crop production so that proper taxes are collected. So they kept a bird's eye view, hawk's eye, because they did not want to they wanted to make sure that no one evades taxes. Okay, then pastures, that is places where cattle eat grasses that belong to state. That was one of the duty of the king, to provide pastures. Then go adhyakshas were there who kept record of the animals in kingdom. Then land tax, tax exemption also mentioned, like right now also we give tax exemption. So all these parts of revenue administration were there then also. Then trade routes under state control and trade under state officers. So state officer used to control the trade. Say for example SEBI right now controls our trading in forex, so stock exchanges. So similarly state officers used to control that time also. And trade routes, you know, that export import, as well as trade from inter state trade also, that is taxed. Then there were corporations for mining, gold work. So these corporations are like guilds in which all the goldsmiths used to have one head, that will be gold adhyaksha, like go adhyaksha, so he will be swarna adhyaksha. Similarly mining people will have some mine adhyaksha. So it is not important, but you should know that everything was organized. Okay, then personal administration. This is a very important part of any public administration, because the organization is made up of employees, and employees actually make sure that how much good is the organization. So Kautilya recognizes that personnel who administer the organization are as important as the organizations themselves. So he recognizes this fact so early. Yeah, so you can see that our Indian administration thought was very developed that time. Okay, elaborately mentions qualification, test and ability judgment and appointment procedure. So you have already read about this, that what are the qualifications. Say for example he should be knowing shastras, then he should have very good vocabulary and speaking capability, he should be intelligent and hardworking and all those things. And 4 tests I already told you. And appointment was always made by king. King can appoint, king can dismiss, king can reject, king has the last authority. Okay, and then training of prince mentioned, not much mention of training of personal manning departments. Why this training of other personnel not mentioned? Because already very talented people were taken, there were a lot of tests, and only people of capability came into the state service. So that's why they were not their training is not that much important. But the training of prince is important, because in future he will become king, and he has to use his powers very judiciously because he's a monarch and he has all the powers within himself. So that's why prince is elaborately trained, means he is trained in war, then in knowledge, society, economy, polity, and everything. So also, yeah, this is very important, that salaries were fixed and given in panas, that is silver coins. That is means their salaries were given in cash. That is very important. And then salaries were liberal, means they were given according to your qualification. Also pension scheme also mentioned, that is social security. That is if a person dies who is in state organization, he has worked under state, so his family will be taken care of. That is his salary will be given to his wife as well as children. So they are the responsibility of the state after his death. And also promotions based on ability and regular transfer of personnel to reduce or remit corruption. So also seniority as well as merit, that was the main criteria for the promotions. So this is all modern concept. Okay, so this is very important. Principles of public administration in Arthashastra. So these following principles have been given, that is unity of command, because king was the supreme leader. Then public accountability rather than autocratic, because king has to be responsible to public aspirations. That is the main criteria, that he should follow dharma, shastras, and rules, regulations should be followed by him. He should always be available for public service. Then departmentalization and division of work, because you know that there are so many ministers for different departments. Then principle of coordination. If departmentalization occurs, so there will always be coordination, because without coordination the state cannot function. And the main coordinator of this particular thing was king, because he's the whole he's having all the powers. So similarly you can think about district collector, because he is the main coordinator among district agencies. Then fifth is job classification. So job was totally classified, that this person will take care of trade, this person will take care of pastures as well as animals. Then hierarchy was there. As already told you, there were three kind of people: yuktas, upyuktas, and then the third person was sarvaharas, who used to do the service. So there was a clear hierarchy, that this person is at top, then bottom, then after that someone. And also planning and budgeting was also prevalent during that time. So elaborate budget was made with Ay Sharira means income, body of income, and Vyay Sharir means body, Vyay means expense. So body of expenditure was known as Vyay Sharira. So that's all for this video, and thank you.